Hi, how are you today? This is Auntie Nat's Crochet. Glad that you choose this tutorial video. Do subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is at this corner over here. It will mean a lot to me. I have hundreds over videos, so do check them out. And today I'm going to do these. These are not granny square. These are tapestry crochet square. So I made it in two colors, one like this and one like this. And just in case you want to know why is it in this way, in this manner, because I'm gonna turn this into a bag, and the bag will not be in this pose, it's gonna be in another pose. This particular pose is all about this tapestry crochet. And the diagram of this coffee, or you can call it tea or hot coffee. This diagram is in the PDF file, and I will share the PDF file in the description box below. All these are made from cotton yarn. I just get cotton yarn, and this is pretty simple because there's only two colors. It's easy to change color. For those who want to try out tapestry crochet, this is a project for you. It's kind of simple. And these are 5 ply cotton yarn, and I'm going to use a 4mm hook. Okay, so now let's start. Okay, so this tutorial video I'm gonna do this one, and the in the PDF file definitely is not this one. This is when I scribble in a book, and I do not want to print the other one, so I keep using this one. But in the PDF file, it's in the Excel file, so it's easier for you to read. And I just want to let you know that we are going through and fro. We're gonna do this way and this way and this way. Okay, so depending whether you're left-handed or right-handed. So as for me, I'm gonna start with 3 rows of single crochet all around in the original color. Let's say for now I'm going to start with the lighter color, and the darker color become the cup. So I'm gonna start with this and make 3 rows, and in the end I'm gonna make 3 rows too, you know, so that the gap is the same. And for this particular cup of coffee, the gap between here and here is 19 stitches, and from here to here is also 19. Then you can see there are 2 stitch in the original color, and there's 2 here, so that, you know, when it comes out it has a gap. It has a gap here and here. And depending whether you want this cup to be on the left or the right. Since mine, all the cup, we're gonna start from here. So once I'm done with these 3 rows, I am definitely gonna start from here. I am right-handed, I'm not left-handed, so I'm gonna start from here. So when I read from right to left. So I'm not gonna count from these 3. These 3 you can do anyhow you like, but once you reach the part where the color starts to change, you need to change color. The color part here, I'm going to start from here to here, from right to left. So if you are left-hander, maybe from left to right. And depending if you want this one, which means you want your cup to be this way, then I would suggest you do the other way. Switch. That's when you start from here to here and here to here, and most likely this one will be here, I guess. So I'm just letting you know that if the first row I start from here, from the right to the left, the following row will be from the left to the right, and it goes on like this, here, here, here. Okay, for those who have never done this tapestry work before, well, stay tuned. I will teach you step by step all the way until you reach here. So I'm gonna set this aside, you know, I'm just gonna use a ruler to mark my way. So the first 3 rows is just chain row and single crochet. The whole thing is just single crochet. So first thing is these two yarn, you make sure you release some of it. I will place one on the left and one on the right just in case. I do not want them to get tangled too much. So I'm gonna start with this color. You're gonna make a knot, and this is just my habit of making a knot. Okay, you make a knot and you're gonna chain. No doubt there's only 19 stitches, but you still have to make one more extra for you to turn. So that's why I'm making 20 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I would start on the bum side. So if you notice here, you have this V shape here. You have all this V shape here, and you turn to the side. You can see all this bum on this bum side, all this kind of hump here. So I'm gonna do my single crochet here. If possible, yarn under. Don't yarn over. Yarn under looks better. So you put your hook through. Yarn over means like this. Yarn under means like this. When it comes to the second time, that is yarn over actually. So it doesn't really matter. Only when I grab the yarn. So depending whether you can be consistent or not in this, when I started crochet, I used to yarn over, and then when I changed to yarn under, I sometimes couldn't remember whether I yarn over or yarn under. Now I think I'm better, because when you do amigurumi, yarn under is way better. It's closer together. So if you can consistently do the same. If you're gonna yarn over, you're gonna yarn over all the way. Or if you're gonna yarn under, you're gonna yarn under all the way. Don't do half. This is critical, especially when you're changing color, because once you change color, you will go back to your old habit of yarn over sometime. Okay, now I've come to the last stitch. Okay, not yet last, the second last stitch here. Make sure every row you count your number of stitches. Every single row you have to count your number of stitches. If not, this won't come out straight like this. You see, all my edges are straight. So if you do not count your stitches, sometimes you miss one, then this will kind of bend inwards. Or you make too many stitches, this will come up, so you won't get a straight line. So now you see all our straight lines. So when I connect this to the other one, I join this piece to another piece, then it's easier because every piece has the same size, same length. It's the same square. From here to here 19 stitches, from here to here 19 rows and 19 stitches. Okay, now let me show you something. When you're at the end of the row, okay, let me just count and see if I have 19. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 19. Okay, now when you come to the end of the row, every single row, when you're doing this, when you reach here, this is your last single crochet, turn your work. Do not chain one, just turn your work. Go to this first stitch and single crochet, and just continue to single crochet, and you will see here turns out just nicely. And make sure you grab both yarns. Now you're doing, now we're doing the same color, so grabbing 2 yarn, it's like a normal thing. It's like, okay, I normally do grab 2 yarns, but when you need to change color, you might not realize that you actually accidentally only grab 1, especially when you turn to the back. This V shape here kind of face downward. Can you see? It kind of face down. So when you are doing it fast, you just poke in here without picking up the other strand, and you will leave a line here. It's like doing single crochet on the front loop, and you will leave a line outside, which will not look nice, because sometimes you might forget, sometimes you don't forget, and you will have lines here and there, and sometimes it doesn't have lines, so it's not consistent. So make sure you do it consistently. Okay, I am at the last row again. Same thing. Don't chain 1, do not chain 1, just turn your work. Make sure you single crochet on this first stitch. Don't go to the next stitch. Always go to the first stitch. This is where I stop. Go to the first stitch and continue. Okay, I'll meet you back when I'm at the end of the row. So do 3 rows. I did 2, so now this is my 3rd row. Okay, now I just let you know I have done 3 rows of single crochet all around, 3. So it doesn't matter whether you start from here or here, so long I reach the 3rd row, I'm going to start from here. Okay, I'm going to start from this side. So this side, it shows that I have 3 in lighter color, 11 in the dark color, and 5 more in the light color. So you remember this, and I'll show you how I'm going to change color. So I need 3 of this before I start the dark color. So this is what I do. So I'm not going to show you the diagram anymore. You can just download it from my PDF file. Okay, let me just show you how I'm going to. Okay, from here I'm going to turn my work. You just turn to the back, go to this first stitch and do a single crochet. So I need 3 in this lighter color. So 1, 2, 3. So you have 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So once you have this 1, 2, 3, once you have 3 stitches, now I'm going to change it to darker color, the darker brown. Okay, now I grab the dark brown. So it's up to you whether you want to start with a knot. You can make a knot first, but I normally don't. I just start like this without a knot. Just this piece of yarn, I put it here. You notice that this is 1, 2, 3, right? So which means here I should change it to the darker color. Okay, bring the dark color over. I call this a bubble. Release the bubble. Get the bubble out. Now you notice that here, the next stitch, the bottom part is a light color. So I can't yarn over the dark color. I should yarn over, make sure you put through 2 loops here. Yarn over the light color. Sorry, yarn under actually. Just forgive me, I mean, I'll be saying yarn over and yarn over, so I hope you get what I mean. Okay, you put through the darker color. Then you go to the next one. Same thing, pull up the lighter color. Put through the dark color. Go to the back 2 strand. Pull up this is yarn under. You pull up the light color. Put through the dark color. Now how many are we going to do this? 11 actually. Now there's one thing that you need to learn is when you do this, you notice that you have 2 strands here, one darker color, one lighter color. But when I do this one will be on top. It will fall down here. So if you want to know the top one, what color is going to be, then you understand why when you're going to change color. So I need 11 now. 1 2 3 4. This is also 5. 5. 6. 7. I'm not good at holding 2 colors at the same time with my finger. Some people can, I just can't. So I just let go and pull the other one. You do until you have 11 stitches. Okay, now let's count. I have 1 2 3 2 4 6 8 10 11 is here. So the top one should not be darker color because I already have 11. So which means here on I should pull the, you know, from the bottom you pull the light color, so goes for the top as well. Why when you do this goes down, you count the V shape here. So you have 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So now we're going to count the light color. So this is considered 1. I count when this drops down. So it's 1 2 3 4. The last one, make very sure you get 2 strands as well. If not, you will create a hole here, a small hole here if you only pull up one. Okay, so at the end of every row, do check 1 2 3 2 4 6 8 10 11 2 4 5. Okay, that's correct. And now we go to the next row. Okay, remember just now I did from here to here. So now when I read this diagram, it's going to be from here to here, which means now I have to read 1 2 3 4 for light color, 13 dark color, and I should have 2 more remaining here because I start from here. So now I go from here. So you do the same for the rest. I hope you get what I mean. If not, you can just follow my lead. You just follow my lead and see. I mean, if you do not know how to read the chart, you just follow this and I'll show you the whole thing. So now I'm going to go to row 2. This is row 2 of this diagram, not row 2 from the bottom, yeah, the next row from when I start to do the diagram. So now I'm supposed to do 4 here and 13 here. 4 means 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in dark color, 4 in light color, and starting from this one, it should be dark color on top of this light color. So do remember, because every time when we change color, between the changing of colors is the one that we miss the stitch. That's why we need to count the stitch every row. We always miss a stitch somewhere here or here. Okay, now let's start. We go to the next row. Same thing. I'm not going to chain one. I'm just going to turn my work. Now you notice that we are at the back. All these are still going to be at the back. So every time when I'm not using this yarn, pull it to, now we call it the front. The back has turned to become the front, so we're gonna turn everything towards us. Just now everything was behind, away from us. Now everything is towards us. Okay, let me show you how. Okay, like for example here, I finish my single crochet this way, turn your work this way, go to this first stitch here, don't miss this first stitch. So in case when you count you find that you have less one stitch, check this stitch as well. Maybe you miss this stitch and go straight to the second one. And sometimes you want to be fast and you miss that stitch. So always go to this first stitch. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need 4. I only need 4 in the light color and the dark color on top of this light color, which means later I should pull up a light color here, right? 2 strands, make sure. So now I'm going to change color. Every time you change color, pull this towards you, because now we have turned the back of the work to us. Okay, so every this will face us. Starting from when you change color, you will notice that this is the back. So now the back has faced us. Now put your hook here, just like how we change color. Hold this dark color. Why? Because we need to change it to this color. Okay, leave it there first. Now this bubble for the white, the light color, we have to get rid of it. So now it looks like we yarn over, or call it yarn under the darker color. Pull it to fit the hook. Okay, and now we are going to do, we are supposed to yarn over the white. Remember, we still have one white stitch here because it's hidden by this strand. When we change color, we pull it over. This dark color kind of like hide this one special stitch. So make sure you go back to that stitch. And when you do this, because your yarn is from the one facing you, when you go over the other side, make sure this one goes on this side of the hook. So my hook is here. Make sure your yarn goes this side, not this side. If not, it's very hard to grab. The yarn is always this side. And from here, it's easier to yarn under, put it back, because I do not need this anymore, because the bottom is white. That's why I have to put back white. Okay, if not, you will have that you know, the earlier ways of when we change color, you have that crisscross kind of thing. So now you do not have. So now put through the darker color. So can you see that's one? So now if we look again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here I start my dark color. So I need 13 of this. Now it's easy because it's all dark color. And make sure, because this is here, it might accidentally hide the first stitch here. You might skip this stitch here, and so I count your stitches. So every time when your stitches goes wrong, it could be here. The mistake is always here, here between the two colors, or here when you're going to change color. And so now this is the easy part. All you have to do is just do single crochet like normal. Make sure you take 2 strands of it. New crochet, single crochet. Now when you're halfway through, bring this along. Bring once. Put through this. Make sure you put through 2. Yarn under. So can you see? I bring it once. Then continue to crochet. Make sure this does not accidentally hide your yarn, which makes you lose 1 stitch. Okay, I've come to the almost last stitch where I need to change color. I pull this white yarn and bring it along one more time. You know how you bring along your yarn, right? You just do single crochet. Make sure you take 2 strands, yarn under with that lighter color in between. So here you make sure you straighten this out before you crochet or change color, in case it comes out like this. You know, when you're crocheting, it might comes out like this. Give it a pull. Make sure it's nicely even. Then you change color. So now we count. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And I should have 13 of this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There I have 13. 13 means including the one that is on the hook. Put it back to the back. Now I need this one. So make sure this yarn goes all the way to the outside. Don't interfere with this. Yarn over. Sorry, yarn under. Yarn under. Okay, now you put through the light color. Why? Once I put through the light color, this comes down and you can count back and see 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, including like just now the one on the hook. Now the one on the hook is the light color, so this consider as 1, and 2. Make sure you put through 2 strands. This is how it looks like. Give it a little bit of a pull here, if not this will be too loose. And now when we turn our work, all the yarn is at the back, it's no longer in front. Okay, I hope you get a hang of it by now, but no worry, I'll show you until the end. Guess I can go slightly faster now, I suppose. Okay, now turn my work. Well, this is the back. Let's turn my work. So now I'm going to do 2 single crochet in the light color. Now I'm going to change color to the darker one. Pull the bubble. You see you have 1, 2, already 2 in the light color. So now the darker color. 1, 2. I just need 2, and I'm gonna change it back to my lighter color. Okay, 2 in light color, 2 in dark color. Now I need 4 in light color. Okay, which means the top have to be light color, but the bottom is still dark color. So which means the bottom I would still have to bring the dark color over before I put through the light color. Make sure it's 2 strands. Make sure it's yarn under. Then you put through the white. And normally when I'm doing this, I try not to grab the other yarn that it will be too thick. So I do this, only these 2 strands. Yarn under. Is it 4 already? Oh no, 1 more. Okay, look at the V shape here. I just need 4. 1, 2, 3 plus this one. Okay, now which means I'm gonna change into the darker color all the way. You see this side is lighter color, so when I put through this and pull it down, you will have 4 light color on top, and you continue with the dark color. So tapestry crochet, if you're doing silhouette means like a shadow of a cup or a cat or a dog, it's way easier because you don't have to change color. Now occasionally bring this along, just 1 strand will do. Just bring it once or twice. If it's too long, just bring it once or twice. Okay, now let me count again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here I should have 8, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, including the one on the hook, which means now here, when I change it, when I bring over the light color, bring over all the way, pull a bit of the dark color because here it be a little bit too loose. Make sure here you put through 2 strands. There you go. And now proceed to the next row. Okay, now let's go to the next row. Next row should be row 7 if you count from the bottom, and if it's here it should be row 4. If you're lost, you can look at this. This is the ear of the cup, and you count number of stitches here and here, then roughly you know where you are. Okay, now here I'm gonna turn my work, do 2 stitch in light color. Remember, we have turned to the back. Only 2 stitch in only 2 stitch in light color. I'm gonna change it to the dark color, but remember, you still have 1 more stitch here. Don't forget this stitch. So I'm gonna bring the darker color over, bring it over, loose this bubble, bring your yarn down, and this one go over to the other side. Then you go look for your that 2 strand, and you put through, put it back, put it towards us, and here I am going to put through with the dark color. Always remember, because when I'm holding this down, you kind of hide this stitch here, so chances of you missing this stitch is very high. So every time when I count and I feel that I make less 1 stitch, it definitely have to be from here or here. Okay, now this is 1, 2, and I need 10 of the darker color all the way to the other side. Halfway through, bring this along, I need 1 more dark color on top of this light color, but I have to use the light color to yarn under, and then I'm going to put through the light color. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And now this light color, I'm gonna have 3. 1, 2, 3. The part where you have to change color, different color from the top and the bottom, that is the part where it'll be a bit tight. So don't pull too tight. I need 3 and change it back to the dark color. I hope you have printed the PDF file with you now as a guide while I'm doing this, then at least you can see a clearer picture as to what I'm saying. Okay, 2 dark color and 2 light color. This one, bring it back, bring this to the front. When you want to pull the light color, when it's like this, when you want to put the light color when it's this way, hold this down first, put your finger here. Once you manage to pull it over, and let go, then pull, then single crochet in the next 2. And get this bubble off. Then you double check. 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that's right. Okay, occasionally just turn it around. Just turn it around. Why? Because this gonna gonna get tangled. So you turn it a bit and you see, look at the back, so long they're not tangled. That's why I always leave one color here and one color here away from each other. Okay, now you're gonna go to the next row. 1 2 3 4 5, the 5th row from here. Turn the work, 2 in white, 2 in light color, and we're going to change color. Make sure this one you take in both strands. Lose this bubble. Oh, sorry, it should be 1 2 3. Oops, my mistake. This one here, don't worry too much, because later when we yarn over it won't be visible. Unless you want to redo, you can. So here I am going to bring in the brown yarn and do this, so that I have 1 2 3. Did I just went off screen? Sorry. 1 2 3. Then I need to do the darker color all the way here, but since this is lighter color, I still have to bring the light yarn over before I bring the dark yarn over. Okay, just like how we started earlier. So you really have to pay attention what is the color at the bottom and what is the color that you're supposed to change it to. When to change color this way and when to change color the other way. Now here, don't get carried away. Once you're halfway through, bring this light color along. Just place it at the back. Bring it along once in a while. Oops. So this is the last stitch where I'm going to change color again, so bring the light color along like this, bring it along, give it a slight pull. Okay, now change back to the lighter color. If you're not sure when you're going to change color, just count back and see whether you have enough brown, enough dark color. Okay, 1 2 3, I should have 14 of these. 2 4 6 8 10 14, and I have 2. Okay, so this is right. Now the next row is easy because it's exactly the same thing. 14 here, 3 here, 2 here. So you just follow back this pattern. 1 2. Once you know it's 2, you need to change it back. Pull it to the back. Oh sorry, in our case it's the front now. Pull it to the front. change color, get rid of this bubble, and continue to crochet until the other end. Make sure when you're doing this, you take 2 strands of it. When you're halfway through, bring this white along. Okay, bring it along. It's going to reach the end here. Okay, to give this a pull. Now change it back to bring this to the front and bring this outside. Pull this, then continue. Did you get any faster now? Can you do it faster now? Okay, 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now the next row. Turn the work without chain 1. Now sometimes if you get lost, you're not sure where you are now, look at this part here, then you know whether you're on the left or the right of that diagram. So I need 4 of this. 1, 2, 3. Since the bottom is dark color, now I'm going to put through dark color as well, because I already have 4 here. Now go all the way to the other side. So now the changing color part is just on the 2 end. The middle is just easy. Okay, don't get carried away. Bring the yarn along. Bring it along once in a while. If you're gonna bring along every stitch, some of it might appear outside here. But if you bring along once or twice, it will not show. See, you still have a nice brown stitch here. If you're gonna bring it along every single stitch, I bet you some of it will show. It happens to me. So now I'm not going to bring it along every single stitch. Like here, I'm going to reach the end. I'm going to bring it along. I'm just going to turn to the back and see if this is tucked in nicely. Then I change color. You're still not sure when to change this way, and you count back here and see you should have 4 here, 13 here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1, 2, 3. You already have 13, so which means this one we should lose it. And we have 2 stitch here. There, see. So what do you think? After this tutorial video, will you fall in love with tapestry crochet? For those who have never done tapestry before. Well, as for me, I love challenge. I would challenge myself to do this. And this is kind of pretty. Okay, next I'm going to start with 2 light color. And the rest, I'm going to change it to dark color. Bring this to the front. Because I'm at the back now. I mean, the back is facing us now. Loose this bubble. So 1, 2, and this one just go all the way to the other side. Make sure you take 2 strands of it. If not, it will show, because here you will get 1 line. You will get 1 line like this, like the front loop thing. When you do front loop, you get 1 line there. Okay, before you get carried away, bring this along once. Okay, bring this along. Make sure the back is sort out. It's even. And here, I'm going to change color. Now, for those who are not sure, should you or should you not change color, then count back. I have 2 here. I should have 12 here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 12. So I don't need this because this is already 12. So that's why I need to change color now. But after I change color, I notice that the bottom here is still dark color. So bring this back to the front. We still have to pull the dark yarn over before we put through the lighter yarn. Now we can do single crochet like normal until the very end. So it's not that bad, right? Two here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 here, and I should have 2, 4, 5 here. Okay, we have completed the next row. Okay, this row I'm gonna need 6 in light color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means 6 means I need 1 more here on top of this dark color. So I'll just grab the dark color, and when this goes down, you have 6, 2, 4, 6. And then you continue to crochet until the end of the dark color. In this row, I should have only 10 of the dark color, 10 stitches. Don't forget to bring your yarn along. We are halfway there. And now before you reach the end, bring that yarn along, because this is the time to change color. So when you turn your work, you just double check and see if you have that line there. If you do, means some of it you forgot to grab both yarn. You know, maybe you just grab the front loop without the back loop. 2 4 6 2 4 6 8 10. This is 10. So now this is the time to change color. But just remember, even after you change color, there's still one dark color here. This is the one that most people would miss. After you change this, get rid of the bubble. Bring the dark color over before you bring the light color. There. So here you have 3, here you have 6, and here you have 10. Okay, now the next row should be row 13 if you count from here. Should be row 13. Then lower. This time I need 4 light color. Change it to the dark color first. Make sure your yarn is over this side. Oh, okay, I can continue with the dark color. Why? Because if you look at this, the top is white and I already have 3 here. So when this goes down, that's the 4th one. There. 1 2 3 4. So now I'm going to do 8 of this darker color. Halfway through, bring this along. When it's almost to the end, bring it along again just in case, then it's easier to yarn over. Okay, make sure this is straight. Now I'm gonna change color. Okay, this is 1 2 3 4 2 4 6 8. I already got 8, so I do not need this. So now I'm gonna change it to the lighter color. But the bottom here is still dark color. So I still need to bring in the dark color before I bring in the lighter color. Two, 4, 6, 8. Now I have 2 of the light color. I need to change color again. So the bottom here is light color. So I just use back because I only need 1, so I use a light color the second time. And this is it. 1 2 3 4 2 4 6 8 2 1 and then 4. Okay, do sort out your yarn, the back here, make sure they're not tangled. Okay, now the next row, row 14. When I say row 14, this time round is from here. This row is not the chain row, it's the first time when I did the single crochet. So now this row I'm going to do 4 in light color, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I already have 4 here. Now change it to the dark color. This dark color is on top of this dark color. Don't forget to get rid of this bubble. Change it back to the light color, and I will need 3 of it. 1, oops, 2. Okay, get rid of this bubble. Pull a bit of this because it got too loose but not too tight. No, it's kind of difficult to crochet later on. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. This dark color is on top of this dark color, and I have 3 light color. Now I should have 6 dark color. 1, 2, 3. Bring the other one along. 5, 6. No, 5. Now it's 6. Now change the color. So check your number of stitches every time, just in case. 2, 3, 2, 4, 6. Change it to the light color. But remember, the bottom here is still dark color. And now 5 of the light color. Oops, what have I done? Let me see. Okay. Oh, look at that. Four, 1, 3, 6, and 5. Okay, now the next row, I would need 6 of this light color. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 5, and change it to this dark color. Make sure you pull this quite to the side here, and this one is always this side of the hook. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the darker color, I would just need 4. 1, 2, 3. I'll bring this light color along. This is the last color, last of the dark color, I mean in this stretch. Don't forget, you still have one dark color here. always remember this, because when this one is here, it kind of hide it. Pull it to the side so that you can see the stitches. 1, 2. I'm gonna change it to this color again, the darker color. Okay, pull this dark color. I only need 1, so I just yarn over with the lighter color, and here I need the darker color, and 1 more here. And here I just crochet all the way to the end with the lighter color. Here I have 6, 4, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 3. Now if one of it is wrong, chances is you start here wrong or in between those colors. Mistake is always near the colors, the changing of colors. Okay, next row, turn the work. I will need 2 of this, and I'll change it to the darker color. Now change it back. Because this dark color, I only need 1. One, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, and change it back to the dark color. And this lighter color, I would need 3. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. So I need 1 more. So this is 1, and bring the other yarn along, and 2. And the rest will be in plain color. Two, 4, 6, 7. Okay, that's right. Okay, this is the last row of this cup of coffee. So the next 3 rows is just in plain color, the light color. So before this, do not cut the yarn, because even though it's gonna be all plain color, we still need the black. Let me show you now. So this is the first row. I'm going to do 3 rows in light color, just light color. So this is considered the first row. So when you reach the part where the yarn, the previous yarn is dark color, we would still have to use the dark color. So do not cut your yarn so soon. After you look at the PDF file and you say, oh, this is the last row, let's cut the yarn. Nope, don't cut the yarn yet, because here it's still dark color. You still need to bring in the dark color and bring back the light color. Okay, it got tangled a bit. Let me bring that back here. Okay, it's still dark color, but the top is all light color because we have completed the cup. And once you reach here, make sure this is to the far end so that you can see this stitch. And remember, we started with 19 stitches. So now I'm just making in plain color. And make sure it has 19 stitches as well. Bring in the dark color. Oops, it got a bit of a tangle at the back. I didn't sort it out just now. Oops. So this is the last dark color. Now after this you can cut the yarn, but don't cut here, cut at least, you know, a distance. So this is the time to go count whether you have the same number of stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yep, 19. And now turn the work and just do single crochet in this light color for 2 more rows. So now it's easy, you do not have to change color, you just continue to crochet. I'll come back to you once I'm at the end and show you how I end it and how I hide the yarn. Okay, I've come to the last stitch. So this last stitch, normally I would just chain 1 and pull tight, so it kind of make a knot here. See the knot? And before I cut any yarn, I would normally, if you have more than one, place it on top of the other one and see if it's the same. If it's slightly different, well, most likely you have skipped a row, missed a row. Okay, so now it's the same, and I'll just cut the yarn, and this one as well, and I will hide all this because this is on the outside. I will hide it all, if possible, more to the center here, so that in case I would turn this into a bag or you know, at least this won't be dangling outside. You can, well, frame it up if you want, make it into a photo frame or what do you call it, banner. Just hang it on a wall. So no matter what you're gonna do with it, it's best set to hide all this tail to the middle. If not, you'll be dangling here like this. I normally won't cut it too near here because it will come off easily. So hide most of it in the middle here as much as you can. Even if you're gonna make a bag, like in my case, I'm gonna turn this into a bag in the next pose, so stay tuned. So inside the bag I'm going to sew a back lining to cover all this up, because if you're going to turn this into a bag and you do not have back lining, all these lines would interfere. And imagine if you put your keys and stuff into the bag, it will, you know, get stuck here. So thank you for watching. Hope you like my teacup, a cup of tea or a cup of coffee pattern. Now see you in my next post. Do stay tuned for the coffee bag or tea bag.